I'm gonna wait a minute. Okay, we are good. We are moving. I just want to wait until this catches up. Wait. Yeah, wait a second. Sorry about that, guys.
It's gonna take a minute for it to catch up.
Okay. You guys can hear us now. All right, guys, welcome to our annual Stargirl Season 3 episode, 13?
Yeah.
Episode 13 series finale. I'm gonna let Annie take over the chats. She's gonna... we don't need the volume, okay, but take over the chat. It should be caught up. We should be good.
Hi, Beth.
Yeah, I think I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think we're good. But yeah, guys, this is going to be our series finale of season 3 of Stargirl, episode 13, called The Reckoning. I'm gonna let Annie go first on really what she
can hear us.
Okay, good. I'm happy about that. And this is good. I got my webcams in. Let me know how it looks. It's all caught up. It's not glitchy. It's not anything. I'm really happy about that. It's actually like... I'm really proud of that, that it's not, lagging or anything. Annie, what did you like? I'm going to let you go first about tonight's episode. There was a lot of things I didn't like on the sake of plot armor for one character, and some things I felt like, I was worried a little bit how they were going to wrap everything up because this was the series...
Hi, Michelle!
Because this was the series finale. But Annie, I'm going to let you go first on what you liked about it, and I'll tell the things why I didn't like and things I did like about it. So what did you like? I'll take over when you do this.
I was happy that Solomon Grundy came back. I was like, yes, because...
Oh, crap.
Because I have been, I was telling Zach that he was gonna come back in the last episode.
Okay.
So Grundy, I was happy that Grundy came back. I was happy that Cameron defeated his father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad him and Courtney have... they're back together or whatever.
Yeah.
You want to call it.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty much it for me.
That's what you liked?
Yeah.
Alright, here, okay, you take it. What's it say? That was not the end. Yeah, I know, I know because by the end of the episode, but I'm really confused because the end of it said what?
Never the end.
Never the end. I'm not quite sure what that means other than the fact I know that there's a Titans crossover happening, so they didn't really say that there's going to be another season unless that's their way of what they're going to be calling the next season is Never the End, but I'm very confused on that as if there will be another season or not, or are they just doing a big crossover event with Titans? I'm not quite sure, but the thing I really did like
because the Flash came in the end and told
Jay. Well, Jay Garrick. Yeah, he came in at the end, but he came through a portal, so I was very confused when Shade is... It jumps to 10 years later, and he's showing off the JSA compound, where it looks like Courtney and the new team of JSA moved into the compound where the old JSA used to be, and it's 10 years later, which makes it sound like the way Shade was showing off the place. It looks like, from what it sounded like, I thought that meant everybody died.
Did you catch the Shade, when Jay Garrick came in?
Mm-hmm.
He, cut the table in half?
Yeah, he did, because he went through the Speed Force, which, that's another thing I'll get into in a minute. But the way Shade was showing off the place like it was a museum, I was like, okay, does this mean they're dead? And Jay Garrick coming in through the Speed Force means that it's earlier on where, they need help, or maybe... I was very confused by that. I was like, why is he using the Speed Force if only maybe, I don't know, if, is this earlier on or whatever, and he's using the Speed Force, or maybe is this, in the future, and he's using the Speed Force to come back, and they need to go, you know what I mean? I was very confused on what that meant, because it looked like he was showing off the museum of, they had died. So I don't know, but then again, he did say, Courtney needs your help. And so, I mean, right then that confirmed me, okay, so they're not dead, so what is this meaning? Is this in the future that they need help from Shade? Is this right now? And the JSA are out of their, they have a new layer. I'm very confused on that. I'm wondering what this means. But, to start off this episode, the thing I really didn't like about this episode is, of course, the Cameron stuff. I don't like that character. Him fighting Jordan, I predicted that. I was like, either Jordan, he's going to fight, it said either Cameron's going to fight Jordan, and I said also Barb was going to be the one to shoot Jordan, and it was going to come back around to what Paula training, Barb to shoot the crossbow, and that came back around. So I was right about those two things. Again, I don't like how Cameron's flipping around and it's all plot armor. Character. I know you like Cameron, but I have a problem because it's plot armor at the end of the day. I told everybody that they need to make Cameron to be on the same par as Courtney to them to be a power couple, because really, in reality, they needed Cameron to somewhat, be on the same level as Courtney. That's why they made him just super powered and doing all these flips and shit out of nowhere after he just started training. I felt like that was a little bit of sloppy writing on the fact of how they just made him be able to like flip around and be able to use his powers all the way, especially him doing the smoke bomb away after he told Courtney, after he just worked with Courtney, oh, I can't be near you, after he just worked with Courtney to defeat Jordan. And then at the end of the episode, he ends up being there saying, Courtney, can you actually help me? So I had a problem with that, saying you just said you didn't want anything to do with Courtney after you betrayed your family. Your grandma died, which, oh my god. The car falling on the grandma and her looking like the Wicked Witch. Bro, that was like crazy to me.
He thinks that it was Dragon King and Cindy because they were
fighting on the other side.
They were fighting in the same area as everybody else was.
Yes.
So we're thinking that
to that, that's what the camera is. So that's just the OB. She probably didn't know that, but yeah.
So like they're just like so the car. Zach thinks the car moved.
What you're talking about? It's like I read the chat. Okay, go.
Zach thinks the car thought the car like flew.
Yeah,
to the other side.
It had to have been. It's when Cindy was fighting Dragon King. It had to have been.
Michelle said, Stargirl's outfit looks kind of cool, like Captain America's outfit. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. It's fire. I'm a big fan of Captain America, but that's all. But I thought that was funny because it's like it was coming from a fight from the other side, and that's why I love when Yolanda was like, "That wasn't me that just did that." It was funny because I love.
I asked Michelle a question.
All right, no, but I like the moment where it was Beth and it was the grandfather and then Beth's like, I don't want to fight you, Mr. McKen. And he's like, he's like, neither do I. I thought that was hilarious. And he's like, and then I love what Beth's like, we need to stop them from fighting.
And then his grandma was like, dude, or I'll kill you.
Yeah, when she said call him a brainless idiot.
Yeah, she called him a useless idiot.
Yeah, which was tough.
I'm like, you're a jerk.
I was like, I can't believe you're talking to your husband like that. I was like, damn. I was like,
I would never call my husband
So I thought it was weird that the grandparents were fighting again. I was like, really? We're about to fight the elderly? I was like, again?
Why
Bro, I was like, that's funny as hell. I was like, damn.
Okay, Michelle, I have a question. Have you watched Stargirl? That's my question.
She hasn't watched Stargirl. She said that last time.
She said that?
Yeah, because of the picture.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But honestly, though, the other thing, really, that was like the biggest thing I really didn't like. Also, Rick, I'm a little confused about Rick because when he was fighting Cameron, he said, he's like, your dad's using you or whatever, your dad's like manipulating you and I'm still gonna kick your ass. I was thinking to myself, he still has problems. The hourglass is still like, it's still messing with him. So I was a little confused on that, on the fact that like he still had like the vertigo of the hourglass being on for too long. So is that fixed by the end of the thing? I feel like when he said thank you and he said that, I feel like that kind of summed up where it did get fixed. So I'm a little confused where I feel like there should have been consequences for that happening to Rick. I found it a little bit weird that he was just able to be okay.
I
thought that was a little bit weird.
I was like, I think Rick taking out the
limiter and then putting it back in.
The limiter, taking it back in, messed him because Rex had him the entire time.
Well, yeah, Rex.
And Rex didn't have a problem.
Rex went through the same problem where he had it out, but then he realized, I need to have this in because, that's when he realized that nobody should have that much power because that could do something to somebody. That's why he put the limiter in the first place. So the fact of it is that I'm a little confused. Yes, it happened to Rex, but was it for the same amount of time did it happen to Rex that it happened to Rick? So that's why I was kind of like, okay, there could have been it made sense. Okay, well, like Rex learned from a day where that happened. That's why he put it in right away. But Rick has been been exposed to that, with the hourglass without the limiter for for a couple of days, hell, even maybe a week. So that's why I was like, okay, like, should you just be A-okay once he puts back in the limiter, or should there actually be an effect on him because he's had the limiter out for so long? Hey, I thought that was kind of weird.
I'm your 600th sub.
Huh?
This person, hey, I'm your 600th sub.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I saw it went down. We hit 600 before, but I saw it went down today. So thank you so much for making me get back up to my goal. Thank you. Huh?
Bergeron. Sorry if I say your name wrong.
But thank you. That really means a lot to me. But it's crazy to me because that was one thing I just kind of didn't like. Also, Grundy coming back. What? Yeah. Thank you. Also, Grundy coming back at the end, I felt like in a way that made no sense because yes, Shade said at some point in the season like, oh, if you put Grundy in the right place, he tends to come back. It's been the whole season, and now he's finally coming back. I thought that was a little bit weird.
He died like when Shade was losing it, like losing his powers.
Yeah,
he died.
Yeah,
and Rick, put him in the the right place.
I guess, but I felt like he should have came back sooner. I felt like it was a little bit on the fact of they forgot about that in the series until the finale. I felt like they were gonna wait to do that in another season if they got like greenlit. But the fact that Jeff kind of he claimed he thought he knew that they weren't gonna
come back too late. I just know Stargirl from Teen Titan. Okay, Michelle.
Teen Titan.
That's what Michelle said. I just know Stargirl from Teen Titans. What Michelle said, and then.
From Titans the show or Teen Titans the cartoon show, because I haven't watched Titans, so if they showed up at the end of Titans, I don't know, because I know there's going to be a crossover. I'm thinking that's what they mean by what did it say at the end again? Oh, it's not over.
It's never the end.
It's never the end. So I think that's what they meant.
Michelle, put in the chat which one you're
the cartoon or the show, because I know that they're doing a crossover, but all I know though is that I didn't.
Tamina or whatever. Sorry for the name wrong. Said
too late. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jeff claims that he knew that, going into, David Zaslav, cutting everything and all that, he thought he knew, okay, we might not get greenlit for a season 4. So that's why I'm kind of thinking to me, he claims that, but I feel like they filmed this season and I felt like, I don't know, I felt a little bit weird with like, they just forgot that about the Grundy storyline, you know what I mean? And that's why they kind of rushed it, because they realized, oh, we're not going to get a season 3. We have to rush it. It's kind of like they weren't planning on bringing him back this season, but they kind of rushed it, knowing, okay, that we actually aren't being greenlit for a season 4. So it felt very rushed, and it felt like they forgot about him. So I'm cool. I'm cool that they brought him back, but it felt very rushed.
Because when you say Grundy, it makes me think of Mrs. Grundy from Riverdale. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But honestly though, I'm excited to see if there will be another season, but honestly, God, I don't think there will be, and they won't, because they're not very clear on that. You know what I mean?
Oh, Michelle.
Also, by the way, I didn't, I wasn't the biggest. I wasn't really happy on the fact of, Breck. It was cool that, she was posting pictures about, the last day and said, thank you for the opportunity and everything. She said, she said the line at the end of the episode where it's never the end.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I think, what was it? Wait, it's never the end?
It's never the end.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, it was cool that she did that, but it really annoyed me that she kind of gave away in those photos that Pat was alive. I already knew that Pat wasn't going to die. It just annoys me because Annie kind of thought he died, and I was kind of like, wow, she kind of just, like, gave it away. Again, I feel like there's nothing to it. We're okay with it because I kind of knew he was already coming back.
I'm on Instagram, but I don't know how to
I just thought that was kind of, like, weird because so much suspense is building up, and we know it's the last...
I'm just thinking of the cartoon. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just it's made for a live action adaptation of the costume. They did a great job, like I said, on the costumes, on the writing, on everything. It just felt like the writing got a little bit weird this season because maybe Jeff did know that it was going to be the last season, and he kind of remembered Grundy at the last minute that, oh my God, we had Grundy planned for another season, but we're not being greenlit, so we got to rush that into the plot somewhere. It just felt like very, like, I don't know. In a way, it felt like kind of all over the place. Like, it was like, okay, this big battle's happening. And then there was this extra stuff where we found out that, Sylvester's brain is still on, in a tank. And and there's a chance that Sylvester could come back. And because, the Ultra Humanite is on life support in Sylvester's body. His brain's in Sylvester's body, and they're on life support. So
let's put him on
life support. Let's keep him on life support until we find maybe where his brain is, Sylvester's brain. And we found out that his brain is in the Himalayan mountains in a lab, in Dragon King's lab, or probably mainly Ultra Humanite's lab. And, we found out that his brain is in a jar. So I'm thinking right then and there will be something to tie that back. Where, there maybe will be another season by HBO Max, I'm assuming.
I feel like they took his brain was saying, where's Stripesy, where's Pat?
And screaming because it was in the beginning of that. Also, by the way, they did not need to show that, them bringing back Sylvester, Jordan, Dragon King, and Ultra Humanite just to have him alive. And just to tell him that the plan of, like, oh, we're going to take your brain out, and we're going to put Ultra Humanite's brain inside your body.
While he's alive.
While he's alive. They didn't need to show that. Ultra Humanite explains it in Sylvester's body what
Disturbing.
happened.
Disturbing.
That was stupid.
And
Again,
disturbing.
yeah, I know, yeah. That was stupid. I'm telling you on the fact they did this twice where I thought it was stupid. They did that where it's like they explained.
Really bad.
No, they killed him twice. They killed him with the icicle, which I thought, okay, that's bad, but it's not as excruciating and disturbing as him being alive, then bringing him back for them just to keep him alive, while not sedated, not anything, to cut his brain open on screen. I thought that was like, okay, they didn't need to show us this because they already explained it. Ultra Humanite explained it in Sylvester's body in the end of last week's episode, and also Pat and Sylvester explained it again about the whole the lady being in, Dolores Winters, Ultra Humanite's brain being inside Dolores Winters. They explained it, but they showed us it at the beginning of last week's episode. Because they keep doing this thing where they explain it and yet they show us. You don't need to show us if you already explained it. I'm gonna be totally honest. I think that's a little stupid. Why are you doing it twice?
Because how do you say it?
Ultra Humanite.
Ultra Humanite. He was in Dolores first, then
went to the gorilla's body, yes.
And then went to Sylvester.
Exactly. But the thing is that you don't need to show it when you already told us. Yeah. It's wasting time in the story, in my personal opinion, when you could be doing a whole bunch of other stuff. If you're gonna show us, don't tell us. Just show us while they're explaining in like a flashback. Why didn't they do that when he said, okay, Ultra Humanite, is a mad scientist that literally went into somebody else's body to try to outrun the JSA until Ultra Humanite chose a stronger body to take out the JSA and was the first big JSA villain. They could have showed that scene while Pat and Sylvester were explaining that sequence again with, they could have showed it, in last week's episode when he's telling Pat, I'm not Sylvester, I'm actually Ultra Humanite, could have showed us that beginning if they wanted to do that. I don't know why they keep saying it and then showing us it.
Him burying Pat alive made me mad.
I thought he was dead. And I'm going to be honest, I felt like that would have made the stakes a little bit higher, but I'm happy that he did come back. Because again, I knew that they weren't going to kill him off. It would have been like a shock to me because that's the one thing I really loved about Stargirl, or love about Stargirl, is they're not afraid to kill people off. So that's why I was like, okay, that's really cool that if they actually did want to kill him off, that makes Courtney want to even more, get back her confidence on the fact of, and really want to win on the fact for Pat and all that stuff. It would have been just interesting if they would have went that route, but I'm happy the route that they did go because I knew that they weren't going to kill off Pat. But I just wanted to talk about we got to talk about the what Jakeem did to Dragon King.
Oh, okay,
I'll let you explain that. Yeah.
You can hold that.
Yeah.
So Jakeem said, "I want the prettiest girl. Is it prettiest or beautiful?
I want the most pretty. I think it's the beautifulest girl. I think it was the beautiful or was it prettiest? I don't know. It could have been both. It could have been either one.
He was talking about how pretty Cindy was.
I think it was prettiest. I want the prettiest girl to never have to deal with her father again.
And then he turned Dragon King into a stuffed animal of the Ultra Humanite.
Yeah. Literally turned him into a stuffed animal. I thought that was hilarious. And, I'm wondering, it's just funny to me because Jakeem has a big crush on Cindy. I wouldn't even say it's Mike anymore. I thought at first it was both of them, but it's just Jakeem.
Well, Mike...
And I find that cute. I just find that cute. So
Mike did, but there's an episode where Cindy's in his room. And he goes, she's sitting on my bed.
that was Jakeem, not Mike.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jakeem more had the crush on Cindy than Mike did.
He goes, she's sitting on my bed.
I thought that, yeah. I again, understandably so, anybody would react like that.
Eyes lit up.
That was badass. That was so cool because he's finally taking control of the Thunderbolt. I loved that. That was so cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Also, the special effects on the fight between Stripe and also Sylvester, aka Ultra Humanite, was badass. The way he was spinning around the staff, so cool. And that just more upsets me.
I like how Courtney did the shooting star on him.
That was badass too.
I love when she's a shooting
and that just upsets me the most though, that they are going to be, again, we're not quite sure if we're getting another season. I'm thinking yes, only on the fact of the crossover with the Titans. I think that's why they're only able to do that crossover if Stargirl gets moved to HBO Max. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, because when Jay Garrett came in, he said, I heard from Courtney
Whitmore needs your help.
I need your help.
Yeah. So I thought that was really badass.
But she needs your help.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool on the fact of, okay, is this just for the crossover, or are we actually getting a season 4? It's up in the air. I'm not quite sure. I feel like maybe it could have been confirmed just by that, but I'm thinking it's just one big crossover, and maybe that could be it. I'm thinking. or they're doing a season 4 building up to that moment, and then we get the crossover. I don't care about Titans. Let's just get something straight. For everybody that likes Titans, I'm really happy for you. I do not like that show at all. So I'm only gonna watch that crossover if it's just for if they're just doing this crossover and then that be it. I'm just watching for the Stargirl side of things. I'm not watching for the Titan side of things.
I wasn't like a fan of Stargirl at first.
Yeah.
But then when I saw who's playing Stargirl,
yeah, same.
I got more into liking it. What'd she say?
Yeah, it's Tamia Howard, right? Yeah, let me know. I think it's one big crossover. I agree. I think it's one big crossover. Probably gonna be on HBO Max. I think it's gonna be on the Titan show. I don't think it's gonna be vice versa. I think it's gonna be on the Titan show that they're moving the HBO Max to do it on the Titans and Titan episode. Probably a big crossover episode from the Titans' perspective. Probably, I'm not quite sure. That's gonna be a fun That's gonna be a very fun episode just to see that dynamic between the Titans, also like Stargirl. I think it's gonna boost the Titans numbers because the Stargirl fandom is so like strong about the fandom.
Rest in peace, Stargirl. Never saw that it would be one big day. I will binge.
In the future, this is looking nuts. Yeah.
This is the new
DC's future
Hollywood
looking
Reporter
nuts. Yeah.
article. DC Future is looking at. Yes. You said my name right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sick. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm saying.
You mentioned about the Flash crossover. I was wondering why the Flash actor is different than the one from the show.
Okay, so Jay Garrick is on a different Earth. They explained this in the Flash show. If you watch the Flash, Jay Garrick is from, I forget what Earth it was. But he's just an alternate version of the Flash. And the Flash in Stargirl universe is Jay Garrick from the JSA.
Not Barry
So it's
Allen.
not Barry Allen. No. It's a totally different world. Stargirl to like it's a different Earth. So that's just our Flash. It's like the traditional Flash of Jay Garrick on the JSA team, stuff like that. Like that was that team's version of the Flash. So the thing I really do love though is that I'm excited that first things first, they have to explain how Jay Garrick is alive, because Jay Garrick on this Earth died. Seemingly so on Pat saying that is that their Flash died in that big fight against the ISA. So who knows which Jay Garrick that is. Is Jay Garrick survived? Maybe he jumped into the Speed Force before and just Pat thought he died? Who knows? I'm excited to see if they'll explain that in that crossover event, because they need to explain that. That's a big plot hole. So I hope they explain that. But how about Mike meeting his mom? That was very sad. That got me to cry when he said to Barb, "Thank you, Mom."
Oh my god,
I teared the hell up so much. Because Barb crying, like tearing up when Pat was explaining to Barb about, how he kept saying no about Mike wanting to see his mom. That made her cry. That made her tear up. And that got me. Again, I want to say Amy Smart, bro, she gets me in the tear up so much in this show. She does an amazing job. Amazing job. So I hope they bring her. I hope they bring back everybody in the crossover, not just the JSA team. I hope they bring everybody back.
Barb is basically a part of JSA.
Oh, 100%. Okay, as mentioned.
That's what you talking about.
Okay, cool. Okay,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else happened in this episode. Really, I'm trying to think.
Nothing. I can't think of anything else.
Oh, how about Yolanda? I think telling her mom.
Oh, they tell her mom she was Wildcat.
Which I originally I wasn't there for everybody telling their family who they are, because it's, again, when you have when you're a superhero, you want to protect your your identity, your day-to-day life, protect your loved ones.
How Beth wanted her mom and dad to be her sidekick.
I love that too. I thought it was cute, and the fact that he said he wants to make a glow in the dark suit.
Yeah, they're like let's talk costumes.
I thought that was funny. And I don't know, but is Rick and Beth now dating? Because I saw in that scene, Rick was rubbing her back. Yeah. Exactly. So are they dating now? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's from how the fans wanted it, and that's just the writers paying attention to the fans shipping them. Yeah. I think that's the only reason why they're doing it, in my personal opinion.
At first, I wanted to be Courtney and Rick.
Yeah, I still prefer that instead of the Cameron and Courtney thing. But hey,
but I like Cameron.
It is what it is.
I like Cameron.
That's
Cameron.
cool. So
I like Cameron and Courtney better.
I know you do. I hate that Cameron character. It's plot armor they gave that dude this season. But honestly, though, I'm excited for the crossover, only for the Stargirl thing.
Me
I
too.
could care less about Titans. I'm wondering, when is the crossover going to happen? Does anybody know when that's going to happen? Did we get
If
kind
you
of
do,
any...
toss in the chat.
Yeah, did we get any, like, date for when it's going to happen? Did Stargirl pop... By the way, is Titans over? I don't know if, like, the last... Like, this was, what, like, season 4 of Titans? Is, like, if I'm correct, is it 3 or 4? I think it's, like, 4. Did the last episode happen? And did people from Stargirl show up in the last episode, if the last episode happened yet? I need to know, because, I don't watch Titans. I don't know.
watch the episode to see.
I don't even want to watch the episode to see. I might check online. Maybe if they did show up, there'll be a clip of it. I don't know.
Probably on the Titan show, to me, I said.
Yeah, I'm thinking, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be from their perspective. Probably Jay Garrick is going to show up.
Yeah.
Say that, oh, you know, I mean, we need your help, too, to fight this big threat. Yeah. Who knows? How about Artemis lighting, Jordan on fire? Also, Jordan is escaping. I thought that was dumb. I thought they killed him. So to have him escape again, just to have Artemis kill him, I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, really?
Yeah, his powers didn't work.
Because the hockey puck glue, I guess, that her father used to, like, stick the hockey pucks to people so they would blow up. Because remember, I think they did that to, Sportsmaster did that to Rick. Did it to the cosmic staff. Remember, like, it stuck to the staff? So it was cool that they used, like, this, like, Artemis used the same glue that her father made to stick Jordan there to, like, light them on fire. I thought that was pretty cool.
Maybe he still has some left over.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I bet they have a whole bunch of their arrows and everything, like, put up in a hidden room in their house.
No, Titans is not over. We're on episode 7, I think, of season 4 said to me to
Okay. Let me know. Definitely let me know. Like on any video, you could say it here when you get to the last episode of the Titans. Definitely let me know if there's any mention of a big, like, event happening. Let me know.
Yeah.
Hell, send me a clip if you want to. That works too. I have Instagram. That's always in the description. So if you have Instagram, send it to me there. Because or send me a link through YouTube if they do show up in the finale episode, or Jay shows up in the finale episode of Titans. Definitely show me, because it's gonna go down. I'm telling you, just a dynamic between the Titans and the JSA team. I'm gonna be honest, the JSA team would kick the shit out of the Titans team. The Titans team is, like, so, like, not good in my personal opinion. I think everybody that's on the JSA team would kick their ass, especially because we have Jade. Or Jenny's confirmed to be a part of, like, the official JSA team. Her brother, which her brother's name is, I always forget the bro's name. Let me know. I forget Jenny's brother's name. I'm, like, blanking on the top of my head. I think it's Thomas. Was it, like, Thomas?
I don't know if it's Thomas.
Let me know. I forget what it was.
No, I think it was a teen name, though.
Oh, the Sandman's, granddaughter?
Yeah.
Is on the team, too.
Who else?
Cindy's officially a part of the team. She was.
Mike and Jakeem
were. And he became the new Stripe. I thought that was cool.
Mike became the new Stripe. That was cool.
Exactly. So it ended in a pretty dang good way. I just felt like a lot of things were rushed. I feel like, the Grundy thing, I feel like they forgot about that, and they probably wanted to wait for that for a season.
Ted?
No, Ted?
Ted?
I don't think it was Ted. No. But I think that they wanted to wait for, like, a season, like, 4 to do that, the Grundy thing, and, like, kind of make that follow through. Ben. I think that was it. I think it was Ben. Yeah, was it Ben? It was something.
Can somebody in the chat tell me what his name is?
How about the moment where Courtney went to go tell the gambler's daughter, give her the notes, which the gambler's daughter's name was what again? It was Becky. That was a sad moment. I definitely.
She gave Courtney a hug. I was like, thank you.
And, like, I'll see like that. I'm thinking I'm really hoping, like, HBO Max. What are you doing? Like, you have Titans on there.
Put Stargirl on there.
Bro,
Legacy's on there.
No.
Yes.
No, HBO Max, what are you doing? You saved so many CW shows, but you're not going to save the most successful show, the most successful show, other than not, like, you know what I mean, on, like most successful DC show you're not going to save, but you're going to let Titans keep going. Again, that's no shade for people that likes Titans, but come on now, this show's better than Titans. And Titans is on to season 4. I don't have to say anything else. That just makes my point. It makes no sense. Save this show, please. Please save this show. There's so much good storytelling that they could have been here. And it really annoys me because I would have loved to see what the team became. Yeah, we got a 10-year later jump, but we didn't get to see how the team works in those 10 years. So I'm hoping when we do see them in the crossover event, we see how they work in those 10 years. Like, what do they look like? How do they all work together as a team? I need to see this. I need to see what everybody's been up to. Like, I want to know if we're going to get that 10-year later team. Are we going to get them? Who knows? I'm assuming so. Hence, like, Jay coming in. But then again, Jay could have came from the future. Jay could have came from the past saying, okay, now we need your help. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'd like...
Jaren's texting you.
Who texted me? Jaren. Okay, I'll text him back later. But there's just so many questions I have. Like, what's going to happen? Is this going to be the 10-year team that, the Shade's going to be helping them? Did our 10-year team die? And maybe this is like a different Earth's JSA? I don't know. I'm very confused by the way he was showing off the place. It made it sound like they were dead. And saying that there needs to be a new group of heroes by him showing off like different things around the JSA compound. So I'm a little confused on that still. So I need like something to explain what's really going on. If are they dead? Are they not dead? Is this going to be a different JSA team? I think it's going to be the same JSA team, and they're not dead. I just don't know.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of the CW because they went downhill with Riverdale. Yes, they did.
That's why we're not coming back. That's damn well why. But honestly though, I'm trying to think of some other great things that happened. I mean, other than the cool fight choreography, which was badass, I really enjoy that. Yeah. Because there's still a lot of things they need to wrap up. Like, I need to see Sylvester's brain go back into his head.
Don't worry, Titans is probably gonna get canceled. Probably canceled after this season 4.
Eyes, love, and guns seem to want to clean house, which
unfortunately probably means
Superman and Lois too. Don't say that, bro. I can't have them do that. They are dumb if they do that. I'm saying James Gunn, like, he'd be dumb too. I mean, as much as everybody has faith that James Gunn's gonna come in here and save the DCEU, I'm gonna be honest with you. Filming a movie is not taking over a universe. It's not directing a universe. Okay, I think a little bit too many people have faith in James Gunn. Again, he did amazing on Suicide Squad, but we have not Suicide Squad. I hated the Suicide Squad. I meant on Peacemaker. He did a really good job on Peacemaker, but that's a show. That's not a universe. I'm gonna have to wait to see him, back it up a bit, because you made one great project with DC. I don't like the Suicide Squad. Yeah, I had a couple of good moments, but I'm gonna be honest. I think the original Suicide Squad's better, in my personal opinion. I think the connection with all the characters was a lot more like. They had a better connection. I like that movie a lot more. People can dog on it as much as they want, but I like that movie.
I have officially stopped watching Superman and Lois.
I love Superman and Lois. Yeah, Andy's not gonna watch it because they recasted Jonathan. I'm a little worried about that, but I know that they're still gonna do a great job this upcoming season, which is next year at some point. But I am a little bit worried. I'm hoping that Stargirl officially gets like picked up by HBO Max, and maybe it already did, and we just don't know yet. Who knows? I'm really fingers crossed that maybe this the final episode brings in a lot of feedback and Twitter can blow up and say HBO Max, like hashtag HBO Max pick up Stargirl. Maybe we can all do that, and then hopefully they will do it now if they didn't already do it. Who knows? I'm not quite sure. I just thought this was a pretty damn good finale for what really it was, good. especially if Jeff Johns did, kind of come up with the conclusion that, we might not get picked up for season 4, so let's, make it a good ending.
I just want to ask, do you like Marvel or DC better?
Oh, I like Marvel better. There's no doubt about it. I think that they make movies better, and I think that they make shows better. I think the one good show that DC made on their universe kind of wise was Peacemaker.
Michelle, you know me too well. You know me too well to know that I'm not a big Marvel or DC fan. If you don't know, Michelle's not one of my
I say you're a Marvel fan because you really like the Tobey movies because I watched those movies and kind of grew up. So I'd say you like Marvel a little bit more. That's what I personally would think.
Wonder Woman 3 just got canceled.
Oh, doesn't surprise me.
Bethany said that.
Doesn't surprise me. I'm not holding my breath for anything. I'm not watching. Guess what?
Apparently, Black Adam was a box office disappointment.
Yeah.
And the studio probably won't get green.
Oh no, it's not going to get greenlit for a sequel. No. Also, the thing I need to make clear is also that Marvel movies are linear to their universe. They're canon. DC shows have trouble making that point. Are they canon or not? And Peacemaker, yes, it is canon into the DCEU, but that's one good show compared to all of the great Disney Plus Marvel shows that they've made. Yes, some people don't like them, but you got to say they are still successful.
And Man of Steel 2 apparently isn't going through.
Doesn't surprise me. Over the years, I did not like Man of Steel. I liked it when it first came out because I think it was just the hype of the nostalgia of me loving Superman. Superman is my first DC character that I've ever fell in love with. I love Superman. And that's why I have such a passion for Superman and Lois, is because it's the most closest adaptation to the comics of Superman. And that's facts. There dropped a huge article, y'all. Gunn might fully reboot. There's some new news about Henry Cavill, Superman, Jason Momoa. Like, it really seems like it could be the end. There's so much news within the article. See, that's what I'm talking about. And it's a good time that this came out now and you guys are letting me know. But I'm not shocked about anything that's happening right now. I do think that, it was on the hype and the nostalgia. That's why I loved Man of Steel so much. And I realized, oh my God, that this really isn't my Superman. I prefer Superman Returns instead of Man of Steel. I prefer it because it's closer to who Superman is. I think Brandon Routh did a better job playing Superman than Henry Cavill. People can hate me all they want, but it's facts. It's true. Tyler Hoechlin or Hecklin, I always pronounce his last name wrong, plays a better Superman than Henry Cavill.
Tyler Hoechlin.
People just say Henry Cavill looks the part. He does. He looks the build of Superman. In Man of Steel, I think he got way too big in the other movies, in my personal opinion.
More like Superman than anything else.
Yeah, 100%. And he acts like he does a better Clark and he does a better Superman. Superman's not supposed to be really a down in the dumps person. He really's not supposed to be.
That's the same thing.
So honestly, the only good thing that DC has made show-wise canon to their universe is Peacemaker. I think, because I don't count Stargirl and Superman and Lois really being wins for the DC thing that they're trying to do there. It's not connected, so I can't
DC?
give them credit for that. Same as how, what?
Is Superman Lois DC?
Yeah, it's DC, it's Superman. And then also,
I thought it was Marvel.
No, it's not. It's DC. And also, what is it? Batman and Joker. People give credit to DC for that. That's not connected to their universe. Stop acting like it's connected to the universe, because it's really not. It's not. They do great solo movies. I'm excited for those. I'm worried. I'm not watching The Flash. I'm not watching Aquaman because Amber Heard's in Aquaman. There was a test screening yesterday night, I think, that said that Amber Heard is still in the film. I'm not watching it. That just made it right then clear as day. I'm not doing it.
You don't like Amber Heard?
No. And then also, Ezra Miller ruined The Flash for me. I'm not seeing that movie, and that upsets me. Again, it looks like a really good movie. No, they should have reshot the whole thing. They're wasting. They're not gonna make that money back. I'm calling it now. They're not making that money back.
The best person to play Flash is Grant Gustin.
And it sucks because, again, I want DC to be so successful, but they just keep doing the stupidest shit. They can't get people online.
The only DC movie that I watched that I know of was Wonder Woman 1.
Which was okay. The thing, they got, hopefully, again, James Gunn can, again, surprise everybody on the fact of me coming in with the mindset of that, again, it's not directing a show and a movie isn't directing a universe. Maybe he could shut me up on that and maybe, show me that he can do that. But until that happens, I have no faith in anything. Especially also if they're going to do like a reboot thing, why put out these movies? Why put out Shazam Fury of the Gods? Why put out Aquaman 2? Why put out the Flash movie if he's just going to undo everything? It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. If you're going to undo everything, don't put those movies out. That makes sense. Why put the movies out if you're just going to undo everything?
I want Superboy said, if Gunn fully reboots, I think that'd be a great start over, build up probably like the MCU, get people reinvested. Yeah,
exactly. I think if he could pull this off, bro will go down in history to be like a Kevin Feige. And I think that's what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to be a Kevin Feige, which if he can do this, I will be the happiest fanboy ever. I want these both. I need, because guess what? If this is successful, that's one step closer from DC versus Marvel movie. And that will be the biggest movie of all time. The biggest movie of all time. If you could do DC versus Marvel, Avengers versus Justice League.
I don't know.
We think Spider-Man No Way Home is the biggest like fan service thing ever. That would be the biggest fan service thing ever.
Locked as an if Gunn wanted to fully reboot, he can make it happen.
I do think that they should have just reshot the whole movie. They're going to make less money than what they put into the movie. And people kind of like trying to jump around the bush, trying to jump around the problem of saying, oh, well, we're just going to put this out. We're just going to hope for the best. After all the things that came out about DC hiring people, like paying people off to not like testify against,
all of the characters from Titans.
Yeah, or to not testify or to not, sue, Ezra for all the crap that Ezra's been doing, that makes me feel less about how I feel about Warner Bros. It makes me like keep backing up my words on the fact and about how I feel about WB, because they keep making stupid decisions. And it really is annoying because I know that they could be doing a great job. So hopefully, since James Gunn's here, he can fix some things. I hope so. But until that happens, I mean, it really annoys me. We're losing a great show.
Yeah.
And we're about to lose probably Superman and Lois, which I don't want to say that, but it's most likely probably what's going to happen.
With Michelle, if your question, I don't know.
What?
I don't know what they made. She said, I'm just wondering why they made a show.
Yeah.
Just of the for the Stargirl characters instead of like to do with all the big C.
I'm wondering why they made a show just to the Stargirl out of all of the characters from Titans. Because I think that they know that Titans, no one wants any solo spin-off shows. They do it all in one show. It's Titans. It's about all those characters. Them doing spin-off shows wouldn't really make sense. I love how CW thought about this as like, okay, like let's do characters that we don't know about. That was smart. That they did characters that we don't know about. That's why the show works so well, is because we keep getting recycled the same damn characters. And that's the biggest problem I have with DC, is DC recycles the same damn characters when there's such a big, comic lineup of all these different characters and villains. This show showed me villains I've never even heard about.
Yeah.
This show showed me heroes I've never even heard about. That's why the show is successful, and the rating is great. And I mean, it really bums me out that CW just folded the bag on this. It's not even just CW, because WB sold the...
If it was Avenger versus DC, then I think Avengers would win.
Oh,
yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Michelle, 100%
It's not even just me saying that. I think they have some really... Because think about it. You take Superman out, and Superman's weakness is magic. You destroyed the Justice League team. You destroyed them. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but like I think when Superman's out, it's over for the Justice League team. I think it's over. So
Henry Cavill really,
because people think that Superman,
which you're disappointed in, disappointed some opinions for that movie. That probably
people are disappointed because people really
happen now.
Yeah, people really, because again, Black Adam gave everybody hope that Henry Cavill was coming back as Superman, but again,
I thought
that was before James Gunn got there. Now James Gunn is there, and he gets to make the decisions. People have to deal with that. James Gunn probably realized Henry Cavill is not that dude when it comes to Superman. Thank you. I hope James Gunn realized, because he's not. I'm sorry.
I want to see Black Adam. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not seeing that. I know you want to see it because Noah Centineo. I don't even care anymore. I was just gonna wait for it to come out on HBO Max, but I don't even want to watch it anymore. I didn't want to watch it even the theaters. That's why I waited to watch it free on HBO Max. But I'm not even gonna watch it free on HBO Max. I don't care. I'm so pissed at The Rock too. That's another thing. That Rock changed like the whole thing about that.
I'm only seeing it because of Noah Centineo.
Yes, because you are.
The Rock.
And also, what's his face? James Bond, dude. Pierce Brosnan. There you go.
I like him too.
But honestly, yeah, I'm just annoyed because I really hope that they pick up the show. I hope they pick up Superman and Lois. You can't. Come on, like. They need to realize that this show is making DC fans want to stay DC. Stay with the DC. Like this makes us want to stay. If you get rid of these shows, I don't know. Until James Gunn proves me that he can do some things, I don't even care.
I'm sorry. Superman and Lois from not know.
I think Annie, for the reason that you only watch Superman and Lois, is dumb because just as an actor changed. Especially an actor that really didn't do much.
It's freaking
Or a character that, I guess you could say character that really didn't do much. And I feel like that's why the actor felt that way too. That's not the reason why he left, because his character wasn't doing anything. It's because he was dealing with depression, and that's what he came out about. Which I hope everything works good with him. He put it out of the video like months and months ago. That's why.
Does he have an Instagram?
Yeah, I think. But that's one of the I think that's what he says, that's what he wanted to take a distance because of he wanted to get better.
I feel bad for him.
Well, that's what. Hopefully he's doing good. You know what I mean? You got to put your health first before a character. So I think this new dude will do a good job. Hopefully, we'll have to wait and see. And
I watched one
negative
episode.
ass Annie.
I watched one episode just to see how he is.
You can't debate on how someone's gonna do in one episode. You can't do that.
Jonathan instantly.
But honestly though, I'm hoping that we can. HBO Max, please save the show. Guys, do me a favor. Send this hashtag HBO Max this, please. Hashtag DC this, please. Hashtag Stargirl this, please. Send this to them on socials, please. Have them save the show.
Just for tonight, and you'll get Superman out.
Just being
just bring kryptonite and you'll
exactly.
get
Anybody
out.
can get kryptonite. Anybody now. It seems like anybody can just pick it up.
Remember
So
XK?
it's like,
XK is what Jonathan's girlfriend was using.
Because you know what's funny? Is that people think automatically, Superman's on your team, automatically, like, they win. Superman's weakness is magic. And there's a lot of Marvel characters that have magic. And kryptonite is so easy to find, you can easily get it. Batman found it. You kidding me? You telling me, like, no smart person in the MCU could find it?
Batman found it?
Yes. And spawned Superman multiple times. Like, it's, no. It's, come on now. Like, people, that's just that's just, like, Superman. Again, I'm a big Superman fan, but I have to admit, like, he's not all that Superman. Like, he can get taken down easily.
Shut up, Michelle!
But it is what it is.
What she wrote?
I don't know what she wrote. Of course, Angelica wants to see Black Adam because Noah Centineo. Exactly.
Shut up, Michelle. I'll fight you.
Okay. But honestly, guys, that was pretty much it. That was the live stream. I want to say thank you for everybody in here. I really appreciate it. We have 6 people in here, so thank you so much. Again, share this video with HBO Max. Share it to them. Share it to the Stargirl cast. Share it to Stargirl, the page. Just go send it to them. I would really appreciate it if you guys could go do that to let everybody know that we love this show and we want it to be saved. And, you know, even though this finale wasn't really perfect, I'm really happy that we got it and at least got to finish it. And hopefully there's a chance that we can get enough, enough, like, chaos on, on Twitter of the fact that we want the show to be saved. I don't even say chaos, but enough, like, enough rumblings to have everybody say that we want the show saved, to have them pick it up if they haven't already done it yet. They might have done it. Who knows? But yeah. Annie, Michelle's gonna call you. But guys, thank you so much.
Annie's gonna call you, not Michelle's gonna call you.
I said Annie, Michelle's gonna call. No, whatever. Michelle, Annie's gonna call you. Whatever. But guys, again, that was the live stream. Thank you for everybody that was here. I really appreciate it. But guys, that was the live stream. Hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.